In the highlands of Ethiopia, a land of ancient kingdoms and profound faith, a truly remarkable festival takes place each year. It is a spectacle of fire, color, and community, known as Meskel. This celebration is not merely a local tradition. It is a treasure recognized by the world. In 2013, UNESCO, the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, inscribed Meskel on its representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. This prestigious recognition highlights its immense cultural significance, not just for the people of Ethiopia, but for all of humankind. It acknowledges that Meskel is a living, breathing tradition that must be safeguarded for generations to come, a testament to the enduring power of faith and shared identity. The story of Meskel is deeply intertwined with a legend that lies at the very heart of Christianity. It is the story of the finding of the true cross, the very cross upon which Jesus was crucified. The tale begins in the 4th century with Queen Helena, the mother of the Roman Emperor Constantine the Great. She was a devout Christian, and it was her life's ambition to travel to Jerusalem and locate this most sacred of relics, which had been lost for hundreds of years. Legend tells us that after arriving in the holy city, she was unsure where to even begin her search for the cross, which was believed to be buried somewhere amongst 2 others. Uncertain of how to proceed, Queen Helena sought guidance through prayer. It is said that she had a revelation in a dream, in which she was told to build a great bonfire. Following this divine instruction, she ordered her followers to gather a vast amount of wood and frankincense. They built a huge pile, and as she lit the fire, a sweet-smelling smoke billowed upwards before miraculously descending to the ground, indicating the sacred spot. The anticipation for Meskel builds in the days and weeks leading up to the main event. It is a palpable energy that sweeps across the nation, from the bustling capital of Addis Ababa to the smallest rural villages. In communities throughout the country, people begin the process of constructing the Demera. This is no ordinary bonfire. It is a carefully built cone-shaped structure, often towering several meters high. The main frame is typically made from long poles of eucalyptus wood, which are then meticulously decorated and filled with smaller branches, twigs, and bundles of dry grass. The building of the Demera is a deeply symbolic act, bringing together people of all ages. Young men, full of strength and enthusiasm, are often responsible for sourcing and carrying the heavy wooden poles, their chants and work songs echoing through the air as they labor together. Elders supervise the construction, drawing on years of experience to ensure the structure is stable and perfectly shaped. As the Demera takes shape, it is adorned with fresh greenery and, most importantly, bright yellow meskel daisies. These vibrant flowers, which bloom in abundance at this time of year, are woven into the structure, creating a stunning contrast against the dark wood. In many places, a cross, often fashioned from these same yellow daisies, is placed atop the Demera, serving as the focal point of the entire construction. Nowhere is the spectacle of Meskel more magnificent than in the nation's capital, Addis Ababa. Here, in the vast plaza aptly named Meskel Square, the country's largest and most famous Demera celebration unfolds. The square becomes the epicenter of the nation's spiritual life, drawing hundreds of thousands of people from every corner of Ethiopia and beyond. The preparations in Meskel Square are on a grand scale. The central Demera is an enormous, towering structure, often reaching over 20 meters into the sky. The formal proceedings begin in the afternoon with a grand and solemn procession. It is led by the highest patriarchs and archbishops of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, who are themselves a vision of splendor. They wear opulent ceremonial robes of velvet and satin, richly decorated with gold and silver thread, and carry ornate, handcrafted crosses and beautifully adorned umbrellas. They are followed by a long parade of priests, deacons, and church choirs from various parishes across the city. Each group is distinct, identified by the color of their vestments and the banners they carry, creating a flowing river of faith through the heart of the square. The air fills with sound as the procession moves slowly and gracefully around the central Demera. The choirs sing ancient hymns and psalms in the liturgical Ge'ez language. The procession at Meskel is, well, a feast for the senses, a symphony of faith expressed through vibrant color, resonant music, and solemn movement. As the columns of clergy and choirs circle the Demera, one is really struck by the sheer visual splendor of the occasion. The ceremonial umbrellas, or detter, are particularly magnificent. These are large, fringed, and lavishly embroidered, often in brilliant shades of gold, red, and purple. The sight of dozens of these ornate umbrellas moving in unison against the blue sky is truly breathtaking. The priests themselves are a vision of devotion and tradition. Their vestments are not mere clothing, but sacred garments steeped in history and symbolism. The rich fabrics and intricate embroidery speak of a faith that values beauty as a form of worship. They carry silver and wooden crosses of various designs, some of which are centuries old, passed down through generations of clergy. The older priests, with their long, flowing beards and serene expressions, embody a sense of timeless wisdom and spiritual authority. The music of Meskel is, truly, the very soul of the procession. It is a sound that seems to emanate from the ancient earth of Ethiopia itself. The choirs, made up of men, women, and children, sing hymns that have been chanted in the same way for over 1,000 years. The rhythm is provided by the kibero drums, which are beaten with a steady, heartbeat-like pulse that resonates deep within the chest. Young deacons and Sunday school students dressed in simple white robes often perform synchronized dances, moving to the rhythm of the drums with a joyful energy that is just infectious. As the sun begins to lower in the sky, casting long shadows across Meskel Square, the procession concludes, and the ceremony moves towards its most anticipated moment, the lighting of the Demera. But, before the fire can be lit, it must be consecrated. This is a solemn and essential part of the ritual, performed by the highest-ranking clergy. The Patriarch of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, accompanied by archbishops and bishops, approaches the base of the massive wooden structure. He carries a lit torch, its single flame representing the light of Christ and the divine spark of revelation that came to Queen Helena. The air grows quiet as the patriarch begins to chant ancient prayers of blessing in Ge'ez. He walks around the Demera, sprinkling it with holy water to purify it and dedicate it to God. This act transforms the pile of wood and flowers from a simple construction into a sacred altar. He offers prayers for peace, for a bountiful harvest, and for the well-being of the nation and its people. It is a moment of profound spiritual significance, where the hopes and prayers of the entire community are focused on the bonfire. Following the blessings, the patriarch makes a symbolic speech. Finally, the moment arrives. The patriarch takes the flaming torch and touches it to the base of the Demera. He is followed by other senior church leaders and government officials and honored guests, who also light the bonfire with their own torches. The flames catch quickly, licking at the dry kindling and branches at the bottom of the pile. The crowd lets out a collective gasp of awe and excitement. As dusk settles over the land, the Demera transforms from a static monument into a living entity of fire and light. The flames, initially small and tentative, quickly grow in strength, consuming the dry wood with a voracious appetite. A great pillar of fire rises into the evening sky, sending a shower of sparks dancing like stars against the deepening twilight. The heat can be felt from a great distance, a wave of warmth that washes over the faces of the thousands of onlookers. The crackle and roar of the burning wood fills the air, a powerful primal sound that captivates all who are present. It is a moment of pure spectacle, a raw display of nature's power harnessed for a sacred purpose. The crowd erupts in cheers and songs as the bonfire reaches its peak intensity. The atmosphere, once solemn and contemplative, now shifts to one of pure, unadulterated joy. People begin to sing and dance with renewed vigor, their bodies silhouetted against the brilliant orange glow of the fire. Circles form organically, with people linking arms and moving to the traditional rhythms, their feet stamping the ground in unison. The light from the fire illuminates faces filled with happiness and wonder. From the youngest children perched on their parents' shoulders to the oldest elders watching with serene smiles. There is a deep belief associated with the collapse of the Demera. As the fire rages, the central wooden poles eventually weaken and the entire structure gives way. The direction in which the main pole falls is carefully observed by the crowd, as it is believed to be an omen for the year ahead. After the main fire has subsided, many people approach the smoldering embers. They use the ash to mark their foreheads with the sign of the cross, a personal and tangible way of partaking in the blessing of the festival. While Meskel is rooted in the traditions of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, its celebration extends far beyond the confines of a single religious group. It has evolved over centuries to become a truly national festival, embraced by Ethiopians from diverse backgrounds and beliefs. In a country with a rich tapestry of cultures and faiths, Meskel serves as a powerful unifying force. On this day, the distinctions that might separate people in their daily lives seem to fade away. Christians, Muslims, and followers of other beliefs all come together to share in the joy and spectacle of the occasion. The spirit of community is at the heart of this inclusivity. In neighborhoods and villages across the country, the preparations and celebrations are a shared endeavor. Neighbors help each other build their local Demera, contribute food for communal meals, and look after one another's children. The festival provides a natural opportunity for social cohesion, strengthening the bonds of friendship and mutual support that are so vital to the fabric of Ethiopian society. A special dish often prepared for Meskel is kitfo, a delicacy made from minced raw beef, marinated in spices and clarified butter, served alongside injera, the spongy sourdough flatbread that is a staple of Ethiopian cuisine. The act of gathering around a fire is a universal human experience, and at Meskel, this simple act becomes a profound symbol of togetherness, warmth, and shared humanity. This inclusive nature is one of the most beautiful aspects of the festival. It demonstrates how a religious holiday can transcend its origins to become a cherished cultural event for an entire nation. Meskel teaches a lesson in harmony and coexistence. As the last embers of the Demera fade and the scent of smoke dissipates into the cool night air, the spirit of Meskel continues to burn brightly in the hearts of the Ethiopian people. The festival is more than just a single day of celebration. It is a profound annual renewal of faith, community, and hope. It serves as a vibrant link to a rich historical past, connecting the current generation to the faith of their ancestors and the timeless legends that have shaped their identity. The legacy of Meskel is one of unity. In a world that is often fragmented, this festival provides a powerful example of how shared traditions can bring people together. Meskel is also a festival of profound hope. It marks the end of the rains and the beginning of the sunny season, a physical manifestation of the transition from darkness to light. The blooming of the yellow meskel daisies across the landscape is a natural symbol of this optimism. For the faithful, the fire of the Demera represents the light of Christ vanquishing evil, and the discovery of the cross symbolizes salvation and redemption. This message of hope resonates deeply, offering spiritual comfort and the promise of a brighter future, both for individuals and for the nation. In cherishing and celebrating Meskel, Ethiopia offers a gift to the world. It reminds us of the importance of preserving our intangible cultural heritage, the stories, rituals, and festivals that give life meaning and color. The flame of the Demera is an everlasting one, a beacon of faith, a symbol of unity, and a source of enduring hope. It illuminates the incredible beauty of Ethiopia's cultural landscape and invites us all to appreciate the profound ways in which humanity has always sought to find connection, meaning, and joy through shared celebration. It is, without a doubt, one of the world's most spectacular and moving cultural treasures.